Mark here, and welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. It's now just after sunrise, although you'd never know it here on the farm. We're just heading out to feed the animals this morning. We did get some more animals in. We got some chickens and some ducks in. So they came in last week. We're starting to get a few more than what we'd like. It was a couple that had separated, and of course they had some ducks and chickens. So of course with the separation and everything, and this happens quite often, one of the reasons why we get animals here on the farm. The other is Rural Animal Management Services drops off animals here that are found in the municipality, so they're kind of the country pound, I guess you could say. So it is nice and warm. It's actually close to the freezing point. So we're being spoiled this January. We're hearing of storms, winter storms all over other parts of Canada and the US. And delayed flights and everything, but here in Manitoba it's actually not too bad. During the winter months we don't do a whole lot outside. We try to do a little bit more inside. You will have noticed that I posted a video on the X2 laser engraver yesterday, so I'm playing around with that machine, and believe it or not, the most popular video being watched right now is how we process our sheep wool. So if you haven't seen that, you can check that out. I'll put a little card up here in the corner, and you can go check out that video.
Do you want me to go with you there in that snow?
No, you can go. All right, so Terrell is just out here. She just finished up. I am going to go into the ducks and chickens, or ducks and geese, sorry, and get them some snow. So they like to have the snow to munch on. We do have the water for them, but they do enjoy the snow. All right, where is she? Would have just fed them. Yeah, gave them some hay. Here they are here. Levi, Meadow, Carl, and Billy is just back there behind. Good morning, guys. Little breakfast? Yeah. All right, the chaos that is the bird enclosure. This area is not, ooh, this area is dark. Oh, Fernando. All right. So here it is, the loud bird enclosure. So we did get some more Pekin ducks, which are over there. We've got a few different mixed breeds that came in. All right, it's a little quieter now. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Yes. It's those geese that are so loud. Now that everybody's a little more civil in here, right? Yes. All right, so what do we have? We've got some new pecans. So there's a bunch of pecans. We've got there's a few crosses in here. It looks like these over here are Harlequin. No new geese. Thank God, because they're so loud. Yes, you guys are so loud. All right, so we have, you can see the snow in here. They do have the water in their container, but the female Muscovies over there, you can see eating the snow. The rabbits like it. I don't know, it's just a nice snow cone. So on this side, again, you can see everybody just kind of hanging around. There's a rabbit down there. And everybody kind of scattered when I come over. You girls can continue. Yeah, there you go. All right, my timing seems to be all off today. The girls just stepped out along with a couple that came in to have a look at the chickens. So we're rehoming. This weekend is kind of chicken weekend. We're rehoming. And believe it or not, people are starting to look for chickens, finding out when they can order chickens or chicks. But the problem with that is you gotta wait so long before they can actually start producing eggs. These girls here are anywhere from 1 to 1.5 years old, so they're fairly young. And then we've got our flock as well. So we want to keep probably around 10, 15 chickens for our own eggs. Now they're all kind of mixed in, along with the guinea fowl, of course, which are surprisingly quiet today, probably because the girls have been out here and done the feeding, and the guinea are now calmer because they're not in alarm mode. Somebody's in the hen house. So there's a number of different birds there. I see some Isa brown. They're really good layers. That was actually the first type of chicken we had, those brown ones. But there's a mixture. There's some black Australorp there, as well as some Americana. You can tell them by their puffy cheeks. Yeah, there's some mutts too. So you always get a mixture of different ones. And then, of course, in this pen here, so this one here we have put in, I think there's about 20, I think she said she put about 20 hens in here. So these are the ones that we thought they were actually going to pick up this morning, but they didn't bring any boxes or anything. And they just weren't prepared for it. So they have to go back and kind of make sure their coop is good and get all ready, and then they'll be back probably around noonish today. And our peafowl. So the peacock's tails are growing slowly but surely. And by spring, it'll be nothing but tail in here. So there are 4 peacocks and 3 peahens. And then we have little Cora. Not so little anymore, are we? Yes. So she had her milk this morning, of course, in the pail, and then now she's behind her head here. There are grains. So she's just having. Oh, you got grains on your nose, don't you? You're silly. So yeah, Cora is going to be a full-grown cow in no time. You're gonna outgrow your pen here. So you notice that we have done some remodeling. So late last night we came out here and we put up this lumber because we had a call from our rural animal management. They had found an animal that was wandering around, and they called us and let us know, and we said, yep, bring it over. But as you can see, there is no animal here. And the reason why we had put it up higher is because it was an emu. It was a female emu. So we'll take the animal in, and if it's not spoken for within 10 days, it'll go into the isolation. Then we will either rehome it or keep it here on the farm. So she stopped by last night, with the bird in the back of the truck. As more of a courtesy, she stopped in and said the owner did called them up and said, you haven't found a emu by any chance. And of course they did. So it was reunited back with its owner. So that's a good story. We've had multiple animals here. Of course, we've had cows, we've had ponies, we've had horses. We've even had a black bear cub come in here. One animal we haven't had is an emu. And I'm sure there's a few other ones likely as well that we haven't had. Frozen?
No. It's the last one.
Last pumpkin.
It's gonna make me work for it.
Tara's making lunch. Last pumpkin. It lasted a while. Anyway,
Not a spot on it.
yeah. Well, it is cool in here. So the temperature here, if you can see, is what is that? About 4 degrees Celsius, 40 or 39 Fahrenheit, in around there. So it preserves well. All right. Good morning, Blackie. How you doing, girl? Hi. You already had your grains. Yes. And Sheldon's nice and happy with his hay. He's like, where are the grains? Are there more grains? Why are you here? You must have food. Pumpkins? Mummy has pumpkins. Onyx and Henry. So Henry has been, we don't even know how long Henry's been with us. Years. So he is I believe he's what is he? He's a silky coach and cross, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that. He's a feather-footed rooster. And he was in this area here, but then he was starting to get beat up on. And we take a...
Newbies, Mark.
Yeah, he was in with the newbies.
Yeah.
Tara's not letting me get my story out. Down here you can see there's a naked neck type chicken. It could be a cross. But we're thinking that one's a rooster because it was pretty aggressive and it was starting to pluck at Henry. So what's that?
I think it's a churk.
A churk.
A churk.
You think it's a turkey crossed with a chicken?
A chicken rooster. A chicken, chicken turkey.
Turkey.
A churk.
I don't know about that.
Yep,
I think it's just a classic naked neck. Whatever it is, it's funny looking and aggressive.
Yeah.
So anyway, we decided to take a hen out to give Henry a girlfriend. So now he's got a girl there. What is it?
Well, he had
Hi.
Jolene, but Jolene started to ignore him.
This is little Snow or Sugar.
Hey, Blackie.
I guess she's the goat with multiple names. Aren't you? Yes.
Hey, Sheldon.
Yeah. And then we have Spice down here. And Onyx.
Onyx is my,
Now you will notice that there is one animal missing. So that is Lexi. So Lexi had cancer. We knew that when she came in. And she had passed the other night. Yeah, Friday night. So she passed. And we were kind of seeing her start to slow down.
She was still eating. She was still interacting. But we swore that the day that she gave up, we would put her down. So
Yeah.
Friday, I put her down.
Yeah. So Lexi had a great time here on the farm with Sheldon. Sheldon and her got along really well, and well, you know, these things happen. We were expecting it, as I mentioned, and you know, it's sad when this time comes, but you don't want to see them suffer.
Well, Blackie's looking absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, Blackie. Yeah, she's not sure exactly how old she is, but she's getting up there. Goats usually they live 12 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Blackie, aren't you gonna have the? She's
I
like,
gave you
no.
one with seeds. She wants me to hold it.
Yeah.
I gave you one with seeds, right beside you. Right there.
Where? She says, I want grains.
I'm not giving you more grains, Snowball.
Oh, Tara.
Here.
Yeah, get a hand feed Blackie. Okay. Oh, thank you. There you go.
Oh, good girl, Spice. Sheldon? He says, I ain't eating that. Sheldon's never been particularly fond of pumpkins.
No.
Moana just about fell over there.
Yeah, there's Moana. I forgot Moana. One thing I missed about Cora is, well, she loves the scratch under the chin.
Good eyeball.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. You need a scratching brush, don't you? And then on the head, there's 2 horns coming in, 2 little bumps. Hey? Yeah. She much prefers her chin to be. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Just the areas you can't reach, right? Well, hello, Coco. How are you? Are you wanting some food? So Coco, see, she's a little plump, aren't you? So they carry their kids on the right-hand side. Hi, Turbo. Yeah, no, I don't have anything for you, buddy. They carry their kids on the right side. A good way to remember that is left is lunch, meaning their food goes on the left side. So it would be her left side. So this is, why are you kicking me? You're like a dog. Do you want pet or do you want food? You'll take either and both, right? Yeah. This is this Willow? Willow? No, this is JJ. Willow has a little bit high. Has what we call eyeliner underneath one of the eyes. I believe it's the right eye. Bronwyn? Yeah, so what I was getting at before I was interrupted by Turbo was the kids are due, I believe it's the first week of April. So we've got Coco and we've got Holly that's over here. Bronwyn is not expecting. She is a sheep. And where are the other kids? We have Petunia. And Petunia over here. Oh, yeah, that hay's going to end up on the ground. Like all the other hay. Listen to this. What? Stop it, Turbo. One thing that somebody had commented on a while ago was, let me get this straight, AMSR, I believe it is, sounds. So, it's I did a little bit of reading on it. And it's just, I guess, more continuous kind of sounds like a flowing river or something, something that sounds pleasant. What I thought about doing is setting up the camera. Well, of course, when it's nice out and when we have the fountain running on the pond, it's just setting up the camera and running like a 6 or 8 hour run, just of the farm and what's going on with the water flowing in the background. Is that something that interests you? You know, I've seen this. I've gone on YouTube and I've found 8, 10, 12 hours of this or that or the other thing. And they do get quite a few views. And with this AMSR, there's a lot of people out there that are looking for that. Maybe they put it on in the background. I know Tara, our TV is on continuously during the week whenever she's doing stuff. And she just puts on YouTube and it just kind of plays. It's just kind of background noise. So she might even benefit from that as well. What is it, Pedro? Well, he's looking as if, is there somebody in there with food? It's all about food, you guys. That's all they're interested in. Is there treats? Can I have treats? All right, so that's Pedro. This is Juanita. And the reason why they have their jackets on and the other ones don't is because they were sheared late last summer. So they came in late last summer. And we were just a little concerned about them catching a chill because Pedro actually was shivering a little bit. So he doesn't seem to be much more. Maybe he's just a nervous boy. Aren't you, bud? Yeah. What's also helped this year is being in the shelter. so they don't have an opportunity to go out and get wet, because alpaca love to go out in the rain, in the snow, in the sleet, and they get wet, and they get this ice blanket essentially on their back. And that's got to really affect their insulating capabilities. Right, Jasper? Yeah. And speaking of outside, there it is. Yeah, one day this will all be green. So that's the area where we came from this morning with the birds. So that's where they are all. And then this is an outdoor pen here with access through the main barn. And then, of course, right out here, there is there's a pond there, and then there's a smaller pond and a waterfall and a little creek, and there's a lighthouse, and our windmill that aerates the pond. So if you've just joined our channel, we'd love to have you back again. Click on that subscribe button. I think we're up to 36,000 subscribers. 7 years. I think this summer is 7 years of continuous weekly videos. I started out these videos because I have family across the country, so I wanted to kind of give them updates. And then some of you are actually still with us from the beginning, so thank you. And it's great to see that we're making content that you guys enjoy. You're following us around. I started making it for family just to kind of keep update, and then I would go a couple weeks, a month, and there would be some comments that came in and said, "Oh, are you going to put out another video?" from you, the public, and it's like, "Oh, yeah, sure, we'll go out and give a little update." This time of year is tough, because really there's nothing going on. Everything's covered in snow. We come out, we do our morning, evening animal feeds. We don't clean up the barn, and that's something that's come up. Some people have said that they spend 2-3 hours. When we got these birds in, he spends so much time cleaning the coop during the wintertime. We actually do an insulated base technique, insulated pack, where we add to it. So we don't clear it out. We worry about that in the spring. We just take, in this area here, it's all hay that gets down on the ground. And with the birds, the chicken coop, it is something called healthy straw, or farm straw, I think is the manufacturer of it. And we just put down a new base also out with the ducks and geese. So we just add to it. And then in the spring, when we let everybody out, there's nobody in this area, and we can clean it during some nicer weather. I almost forgot Billie Jean. Hi, Billie Jean. I saw you in here in the corner. Well, that is it for the weekend almost. It's Sunday. I'll go in and edit this and put this out for you guys. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them. Yeah, message Tara on Facebook. She manages the Facebook. But you can also leave comments down below. Sometimes people prefer to send an email or to send a private message. That's not a problem. We'll see you next weekend. Take care, have a wonderful week, and until then, stay safe, happy, warm.
New Year!
And Happy New Year. Take care. Bye-bye.